Yo, what's happening? How's everybody doing this fine morning? Alright, man, I'm back again. I got a simulation for y'all. Only baseball today, because basketball, I'll be back tomorrow with them playoffs. But alright, well, we got baseball for y'all. So we got a good one. We got the Cardinals first met, so let's tune in, check it out, and see who pulls this off, y'all. Alright, y'all, let's make it happen.
Just about to get underway, and on the mound today, Jose Butto.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Ready to go now? Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that's way high. And we are underway. And that one fouled off. That one at 95 missed up top, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And there's a ball.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Nootbaar on at first, nobody out. Not
Two
close
balls,
with that
one strike.
one, and that's ball two. Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down. Next to hit, Brendan Donovan.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. That one's upstairs, ball one.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two away. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Nolan
Ball one.
Arenado stands in now,
Counts
looks at that
1-0.
one inside. That one is
Ball
upstairs.
upstairs.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
3-2.
And that's off the outside edge. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
2 outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Steven Matz. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the 2nd and 3rd time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And
Ball
takes low for ball 1. Right side, Burleson. 1 gone, bottom half of the 1st. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Look out! And it hit him.
First base.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The Polar Bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
And that's downstairs. And now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Right through there for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is downstairs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here's Jesse Winker. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1's the
Well,
count.
all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Next pitch is outside. Soto, the lead runner at second. Alonso at first. One gone. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. So bases all loaded up. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Golden opportunity right here. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. One out, bases full.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
Just missed.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Really got himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases loaded with one away. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Alec Burleson. Buto back to work. That one fouled off. Out towards left center. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Jordan Walker now at the plate.
taken high in the draft. He's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball,
That one inside. Ball one. Walker starting as the designated hitter. Batting sixth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2020. And
Yep,
another
that
ball.
ball went out.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
One out, bases empty. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first with one gone. Yohel Pozo. Next up for the Cardinals. That one's in there. It's 0-1. And the righty deals. That misses the zone. Ball one. Walker at first, one gone. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo makes the grab, 2 down.
Batting 8th, right fielder Victor Scott II.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Walker coming home. The relay. The tag. And he's safe. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now up for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering, he's in for a strike.
There's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner at second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Outside low, and that's ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Tied up here in the early going. Outside.
Nope, that's off the plate.
And it's
2.
2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two outs. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside. Wilson Contreras in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Citi Field, here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Just missed. That's off the mark. 2-0. Foul ball there. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Line drive caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Missed with a changeup, and the count even 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
One down, base is empty. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
And here is Hayden Sanger. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
This one chopped up the middle. Sajazi. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Mets go down quickly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Top half of the third inning, and now it's going to be Wilson Contreras. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And ball one. That one almost got him.
Two.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Flied to right his first time. Fastball for a strike. Well struck, right field. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He hit that ball really well in deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Alonso puts it away. That's out number 2.
First baseman, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson, next up for the Cardinals. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. Oh, he hit him.
Yep, I got him.
And that
Take
got him
your
pretty
base.
flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Jordan Walker. He walked and came around to score his first time up. inside.
No, inside.
And that is ball one. Action in the pen down there. Clay Holmes, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Into center. Got it. Nice grab. And that's the third out. So the Cards strand a couple. Still tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually
0-1's the count.
played his high school ball in Florida. Swings through that one for strike two.
No
Filthy
ball, 2
changeup
strike.
right there. Just pulled the string.
Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And that's out number one on a tough play. It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Here's Juan Soto. First
That's a
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bounce it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the next pitch is way outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Goes down looking. Here's Pete Alonso. Walked his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 2-1.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And the batter now, Jesse Winker. Hit hard, base hit. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So, runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Slice the other way and foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Acuna will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Yohel Pozo.
Catcher, number 63.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Butto done for the night. And that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Clay Holmes.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott doubled his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Thomas Sajazi. He reached out a walk his first time.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Pozo into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
That's off the inside
That's
corner.
inside.
And that's ball 2.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, 1 out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Swings through that.
2-1.
That missed by a lot. Full count now. Lars Nootbaar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. A strikeout and a walk. On the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a
Hauls it into Indiana. The Cards lead 1, and they trail it here 2-1. Bottom 4, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
On the ground to third. Boots it. Still able to fire over. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Taylor aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Now fly ball to right center. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Outside with a breaking ball. way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back. That one is gone. He jacks that one out to left. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Steven Matz is done. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Sonny Gray.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First offering, and it just misses. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. One down, base is empty.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nootbaar gets under it. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Wilson Contreras. Holmes back to work. That misses, and it's 1-0. Holmes goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. That one almost got him. In the air, left field. Nimmo running hard to get it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Arenado in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first, and that'll do it. So one left for the Cardinals, and they trail it 4-1. Back here at Citi Field, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one
ball,
way outside,
2 strikes.
and it's 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Sajazi. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. At the plate, Jesse Winker. First pitch misses.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Good late
No ball,
sink
2
on that
strikes.
fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That misses the
Inside,
zone,
ball 1.
and a count 1-2.
The count.
In the dirt, blocked. Winker over at first with 1 away. Good job to fight that one off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one
Count it
missed.
3-2.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. First pitch
Outside, that's the
just
ball.
misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Yeah, that's
Nope,
outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1
2-0.
now.
1 strike.
Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball could be 2. To first, and that's an out.
Now batting, center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the zone for a called strike. Bounced up the middle. Sajazi throws to first, and that is that. 2 left for the Mets as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Jordan Walker. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Gone. That one felt good. 3rd home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Yohel Pozo. That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that's fouled off. That's
Ball.
down and in. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Digging in, Thomas Sajazi. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Nimmo going back on it. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and we are starting over. It's 4-4.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Clay Holmes gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
A.J.
Mets.
Minter into the game.
Number
The
33.
southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Tap foul at the plate. Center field. Taylor sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, center
Here's
fielder,
Contreras
Wilson
now.
Contreras.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, he threw
0-1's
that
the count.
fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And now the 0-1. On a line, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Go ahead run on base. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. That
That's a
is
ball.
upstairs for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Up and
Ball 2.
in, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another
Ball, that's
ball.
out.
Nolan Arenado in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in for a strike. Contreras off of first with 2 away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's out of play, a foul ball. And ball four, two aboard.
First base.
Oh, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 in this one. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. The throw, and they get the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now tied 4-4. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and that's strike 1. Moving to the bullpen for the Cardinals, John King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Maton also throwing. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball
One ball,
there.
2
Rarely
strikes.
will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Just outside. Now 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the batter now, Hayden Sanger. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. This ball's chopped on the ground. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Juan Soto now. Sonny Gray checks on the runner.
Safe.
Lindor back in there. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Huascar Brazoban. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson.
First baseman, Alec Burleson.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. tied at 4. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Did not go.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ripped to third. Tosses across to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled hard the other way. Inside corner for a strike. 0-2. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stannis getting ready to go. Number 51 warming up as well. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor. And he makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, number 63.
Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. Ball one low.
Let's down.
2 outs, base is empty. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Taylor makes the grab on the run. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John King hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Just missed.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
That one hooked foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Jesse Winker. And that one wrapped foul. Just missed. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. To third, Arenado. Tosses to first, and Winker is set down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nootbaar makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Number 51. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 51.
Pinch hitter coming on, Michael Ciani. He represents the go-ahead run. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 0-2. And just misses with that one. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz up and loosening in the pen. Tied at 4. In the air out to center. Lindor on his way over. Nice grab on the run. What a way.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Fastball is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And the slider catches the zone. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. So remaining in the game defensively, Michael Ciani. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Phil Maton on the pitch out of the pen here. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Phil Maton.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that misses. Ball 1. And that's too high. And that one is inside.
Almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Tyrone Taylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No outs. Runner at first. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. That's in there. Strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And the 0-1. That's a little bit low. Activity in the bullpen. JoJo Romero preparing to come on if needed. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. So up next, Brett Beatty.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
And downstairs. That one pulled foul. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Maton throws over him, and he's back safely. The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Now that is number 30.
And here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Just
Oh,
missed.
that's just out. Aye.
In the dirt, and the runner
2 balls,
holds.
2 strikes.
Two outs. Runner takes off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I got
Upstairs.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Clips the corner, 0-1. First and second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Foul ball still 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning through 8 full, and we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. First pitch, not close. Late with the swing there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next pitch is outside. Good eye right there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No swing. He held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Arenado in the box now. Takes strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek up and throwing. And that one missing low.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Ball 2.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. On the corner for a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the ninth. That one just missing inside. Full count now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
3-2 now. So a walk puts runners at first and second. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Late swing fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That just misses. 1-1. And that's a little bit high.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And the slider just misses. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Three-two on the way. On the ground. There's one on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. The Cards lead 1, still all square at 4 apiece. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Now pitching for St. Louis, number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto, known for his late inning heroics.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Misses inside. And that's ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he
That's
can
ball
win it
two.
for him.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on a pitch away.
Four in the ninth. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Making a move at first. Coming in as a pinch runner, Jose Siri. No outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. And fouled off. Winning run on base at first, no outs. That's off the inside corner, and 1-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Inside.
Inside.
And that's ball one. One down. Winning run out at first. Next offering is in for a strike. Throw over to first. Siri dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
So you're the winning run over there at first base. You've got to have a one-way lead. Make sure you don't get picked off as he did right there.
Trying to send this to extra innings. And a count 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Nothing doing for the Mets. Score remains tied at 4. Jose Siri into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Ryan Stanek will take over here.
Number 55.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Yohel Pozo. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's a ball and a strike. Just missed. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Michael Ciani in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
3-2. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Here comes Walker, and he scores. To second, pulls him off the bag. What a way to get it going. A double to knock home the runner from second.
Yeah, just clearly trading places, and now that guy on second threatening to score more runs. Good clutch hitting to lead off the frame.
Now batting Michael Ciani. Flied out his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Strike two. Movement in the bullpen. Reed Garrett, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Young, the lefty, warming up as well. Going 2 now.
Ball, that's in.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Nice job behind the plate there.
Shortstop, Thomas, the pitch.
Check swing. Now to look down to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. And strike two.
0-2 is the count.
One out and a runner at second here in extra innings. And misses inside.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Pozo, the runner at second with 1 away.
Full count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And here in extra innings. Pitch misses there. And the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. And that just misses.
2-2 the count.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's back. Out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a couple more. It's 7-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Stanek won't go any further tonight. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher on here, Reed Garrett.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 down, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Just missed. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Tap back up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Mets 4. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Helsley back to work. Back to right. Ciani under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. One away with a runner at third, and we're in the last half of the 10th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And that is downstairs. And that is ball one. Two outs with a runner at third. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Helsley is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
All right, y'all. Man, that was a good ass game. Just got a little distracted. Oh, man, that was a good ass game. You know, it was close all the way to the end, went extra innings, and then the Cardinals put it off. Man, it should be a good one tonight. You know, usually the Mets are a pretty good team. You know, the Cardinals are somewhat decent, but hey, you never know. Some of these games are actually pretty good from actually sitting there and watching the game. But appreciate y'all for watching my simulation. If you don't follow me, appreciate it if you would. All support counts. YouTube or Twitch, _money. Like I said, I appreciate it. Support counts. And I'll be back soon enough, y'all. Deuces.